Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live Akashic messages with me, Natasha Rocha. I am so happy to be here. I've been away for the last 2 weeks, so thank you for bearing with me. The way that these sessions go is that I will take us through a very short meditation and then I'll open up to giving questions, giving messages to people, whether you want a message, whether you want a clearing or a healing or an activation, if there's something that you're wanting to create. And not only that, we'll be doing a messages for your life, your business, and your career as well, because that is important too. So I'm so happy to see you all. Hi, Viviani. Hi, Karen. Hi, Lotus Bloom. So good to see you all. And it's so good to be here too. So I am super excited and let's start. Just putting a heads up, today's session will be 45 minutes because I am going to be doing a live masterclass on the Akashic Records for life and business on LinkedIn. So if you're there, come and find me. I'll be doing those once a month. So I'll have to get ready for that. So I'm super excited to be here, and I feel like I'm back with family again, seeing all your names come up. Let's connect in and let's go. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you inhale, visualize inhaling in light, and as you exhale, release the tension, the stress, the negativity, the worry, whatever you're holding on to. And breathing in light and exhaling all that no longer serves. And bring your attention from the outside world internally. And connect in with your breath. Visualize that light coming into your body. And watch the stagnancy exiting as you exhale. And as you continue breathing deeply and completely, you start to feel more and more relaxed. Visualize the energy centers on the soles of your feet opening up. And connect into the crystalline energy of the earth. Visualize it as a diamond white energy moving up into your body like mycelium. Feel the pull into the earth. Feel your connection. Remember that you are an extension of nature and are connected to all things. Allow this energy to replenish, to replace, to enhance, to nurture every cell within your body. Now I ask you to connect into your heart and visualize a golden light coming from your heart, moving up your body, out through your crown, connecting in to Christ consciousness, the energy of unconditional love, compassion, ascension, and expansion. And bring this energy down into your body, into your heart. Allow it to activate the divinity that you already are. The you, the aspect of creator that experiencing itself in this form, at this time, in this body. And allow both energies to merge, to interlink, to interlace. And as these energies do, we start to remember that we're completely human and completely divine all at the same time. And as we are now prepared to enter the records, I ask the keepers of the Akashic Records to open and allow me access to the records of this session for those that are live and those that are yet to watch this, so that I can support them, support you, to be of service, helping you to step into your highest potential version. The records are now open, the records are now open, the records are now open. So many shifts are happening within yourselves, within the planet, within the systems. We ask you not to worry. It's like the waves of the ocean, always changing, always coming in, always going out. And we remind you that everything changes, nothing stands still, everything processes, everything moves in a cycle, sometimes faster, sometimes slower. But if you are moving through a cycle that can be quite painful, we ask you to think about it, to observe the situation and ask, what am I to learn? What am I to experience? How is this working for me? How is this propelling me into a better version of myself? Who do I need to become? And it's not that you need to become somebody else, it's becoming that version of yourself. That version of yourself that doesn't fear anything. That version of yourself that is ready for anything. That version of yourself that is ready to expand into a higher consciousness. Because you are here, you are now. Because you have that. You are that. It's time to shine your light. It's time to be seen. It's time to be heard. And we want you to know that you are abundant. You do not lack anything. If you are experiencing lack, you are experiencing an abundance of lack. So note that you are abundant. Note that you are the creator of your lives. What is the life you're wanting to create? What is the life you are creating? What are the thought processes that you need? What are the actions that need to be taken in order to align you with what you prefer? Because experiencing what you don't prefer is also supportive. Because sometimes we think we want something, but it's not really what we are wanting or wishing or desiring, and that's okay. Once we've experienced it, we do not need to experience it anymore. So if you're tired, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling stuck, now is the time to go within and see, look, feel, know, what is it? How is it that I'm wanting to emerge? And you do not need to rush the answer. Sit with it. Sit open to receiving. But when you do see the opportunity, it is important to take that action with both hands and move forward. Move forward from a place of love, compassion. Ask yourself, if I were to respond consciously or from a place of love, how would I respond to the situation, this person, this circumstance? There's no right or wrong. There's only your way. There's lessons that come up. So love yourself through all of these. That is important because we love you unconditionally. Unconditionally. No conditions. No exceptions. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to randomly pick some people. Please put your requests in capital letters because then it helps me to see who is needing support and who's just supporting each other. So let's go. I'm going to start with Ashta. Okay, may I have a message for the travels that I'm doing right now and a lack of sense of home to return to? Okay. So as soon as I was reading that, Ashla, what I was getting is that it's so cliche to say home is where your heart is, but home is where you feel expansive. Home is where it's like you don't belong anywhere, but you belong everywhere. So you need to be able to find home within yourself. You need to be able to find home within your heart, finding home so that no matter where you are, you're always home. And this comes from inside. It's not outside of you. It's not creating the right circumstances or the environment. You create that within yourself, within your mind, within your heart, and within your emotions. So there's a coming home to you. Know that the travels that you're taking right now, what I'm feeling that you're getting is you're receiving codes, you're receiving information, right? That is reminding you of who you already are. And you are doing this because your soul is in the space of expansion. So, what they're saying is allow what needs to go, what's no longer serving you, and hold on to, or expand on, or lean into what is. Savor the moment. Don't look at what you're lacking, but look at what you're receiving. So, focus on the abundance rather than the lack, because otherwise, you're creating an abundance of lack. So, focus on yeah, where you're at, more than anything. And that's important right now because you're creating where your home is. You're deciding what home is for you right now. Okay. I hope that that was supportive for you as well. Okay. So, Justine. Okay. So happy I could catch you live. Yeah, I'm so happy I could catch you, see me here as well. Could you please tell me what these pain sensations are on my chest area are? Thank you. Yes, let's connect into that. So there are quite few things that are happening in your chest right now, Justine. You're working through some of your maternal lineage things as well, but you're also going through a massive chest expansion. So it's almost kind of like you're learning to love yourself more in that sense. So you're falling deeper into your heart, and sometimes it feels like you've been kicked in the chest, but that is your heart opening for you, Justine. So that is opening up to love, not only giving love, which you do very readily, but it's for receiving love. Give permission to receive that. But you're going through a massive heart opening, and it's all to do with releasing some of the maternal conditioning, bloodlines, limitations around love, around compassion. You need to have more compassion for yourself. The compassion that you give other people, you need to put it to yourself as well. So that is what you're going through as well. So be patient with yourself, be compassionate with you, breathe into it. Ask yourselves, I probably at least once a day, put your hand in your heart and connect into it as if you were talking to your best friend and ask your heart, like, what does it need to say? You know, what is the message that it has for you? And listen to it. Ask it what it needs, right? And then give it to it. Okay. I hope that that was supportive for you as well. Okay, let's see who we're going to next. Michaela. Hi, Natasha. Michaela, can I please have advice and some healing on how to be successful in my upcoming show you're competing in? Nice, thank you. Okay, so let me connect in. So, Michaela, it's knowing that there is a timeline where you are extremely successful already, right? And it's knowing that you are worthy and deserving of receiving that success. And so visualize it. I want you to tap into that timeline. And the way you do that is, again, close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, make sure you ground and connect. Visualize what does that success look like? Feel it, sense it, know it, and Look at what that version of you, how it walks, how it talks, how it responds, how it actions, you know, how it lives every day. And start living that, because what happens is you'll be magnetizing that timeline because it will think that you're already there. You can only but be successful. And to do that, it's really just being yourself, right? And giving that space of allowance. So allow it. Know that you're worthy and deserving of it all. Okay. I've just done a 21 days of releasing your limiting beliefs. Look at what are the belief systems or the cluster of belief systems around that. So jump into that, or just pick one or two of them that will take you through the process that will allow you um, to 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 experience, to let go of those limitations. But you've totally got this, right? It's just aligning with that timeline of you being successful. What have you got to lose, right? What is holding you back from, what is the hesitation in being successful is what you need to look at. Okay? And then release that. Okay? It's time. I see you being completely successful, but open up to receiving, because you are worthy and deserving of everything. And that's what's coming up for you right now. I hope that that is supportive for you. Okay. Emily, um, okay, messages from my guide surrounding love and career at this time. Thank you so much. Okay, Emily G, let's see what's coming up. Okay, it feels like there's a lot of change that is happening. It's okay. It's almost kind of like there's a lot of change that is happening a lot in many, many industries, in many, many sectors. But what I'm seeing you is it's almost kind of like allowing those waves around you to, like, things are coming up because they need to change. So for you, it's about allowing whatever's happening in around you, but don't let it bother you. So it's like release from drama, release from everything. Just put your head down, do what you do best, which you are really, really good at what you do. But it's almost kind of like allow the dust to settle around you once these waves of change are happening. So it's almost kind of like, yeah, I see it all happening around you, but you're that calm center of where you are. And there's also going to be an opportunity for you to, and opportunities will show up for you, which is why you need to be calm in order to see it and select it. I see three different opportunities coming up for you. So choose the one that excites you. One of them, you'll be pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit, and that's the one you want to take, because that's the one that's going to expand you as well, and know that you're deserving of that too. When it comes to love, let's just see here. Oh, they're not saying anything because they don't want to sway you one way or another. Okay, I'm sorry, I have no information for you around love. I hope that that was supportive though. On the career front, maybe we need to do some throat chakra work here. Okay, so I hope that that was supportive, Emily. Karen, please convey my guides encouragement for my daily accessing of my Akashic records for my growth and development. Um, oh, too funny. Just give me one moment. Huh. Let me clear all static distortion and interference. Okay, good. Definitely a clearing in there somewhere. So your guides are saying they're already listening to your messages, right? Um, they are already, your daily accessing of your Akashic records for your growth is going to start expanding. And they're working with you every step of the way, Karen. Um, and it's beautiful because you've actually brought in a couple of new different guides that support and enhance the work that you're already doing, which is beautiful. But your guides are so excited for you. It's almost like there's a party happening on the other side that is so ready that you finally said yes to this, because this is always part of your blueprint. And this is always part of your expansion. And this is yet another tool that you're using to support them as well. So keep going, because this is only the beginning for you. Okay. Sorry about all the coughing. This is too funny. Okay. Okay. Next, I'm going to go to Maria. Please may I get a message from my guides regarding my spiritual journey? Yes, absolutely. Let me just connect in quickly. So, Maria, what it shows me is that we work in cycles, right? And you're at the beginning of your next cycle. And sometimes when you're at the beginning of your next cycle, it really feels like we don't know anything. It's because that knowledge has become embodied and it's become kind of like it's become part of your second nature. So as you move into this next cycle of your spiritual journey, more gifts will open up because you're starting to trust yourself a little bit more. And this is important because the more you trust, the more you'll get. You're also learning about new truths. So it really is about releasing how you think things worked or how you know things to work, with allowing for new processes to update. So it's almost like there's spiritual upgrades that are coming in, like upgraded software, where we'll be able to do more as well. So that is definitely coming up for you as well. So enjoy the cycle. It's time for you to get curious again, which you always are, but things are definitely shifting for you. I hope that that was supportive for you, Maria. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Okay, Lily. So, what is our spiritual responsibility towards the earth and its ecosystem? Oh, that's a very, very good question. I've actually just come back from a big conference of elders from around the world that spoke about this completely. So, thank you for asking that question. So, let me connect in. So, what I'm seeing is a big part of our responsibility is really, really time to start connecting with nature on a deeper level, from a sense of knowing that trees are a being, grass is a being, each little animal is a being. So when you're cutting the grass, ask for permission, give gratitude. When you're, especially for those people that hunt, a lot of the times it's sometimes the hunter thinks that, they've caught the deer, but it's actually the deer that's allowed itself to be caught and has given itself of service so that it can feed the family, the people that it is connected to. So it's really looking at not only understanding how nature works, how it interacts, but really about looking at that responsibility for a collaboration with nature. We take things for granted in a sense of how the whole ecosystem actually works and how we are connected to it. So it's getting to a time where we start really stepping into an observation of the interaction of how nature works, and we'll start to learn about that. The indigenous nations are very, very connected to this, whether they be from anywhere in the world. There are very many practices that are starting to become alive now. There's a lot of earth magic, a lot of alchemy that is starting to surface because it is time to remember that we're part of a bigger ecosystem. And that is important. So it's really starting to first be in an awareness of our actions, our interactions with with the earth, with each other, because it's all part of a big collective. We're all existing. I see sometimes ourselves as little cells in a bigger body, all trying to work, in a different way. So we need to have an awareness of the bigger aspect of who we are outside of ourselves and the part that we play. So thank you very much for that question. I hope that answers that. Viviani, if time allows, I would love a message and a clearing activation. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So I'm focused on you, but I'm doing it for the entire group. Okay, you've been Viviani, I love it. You've been going places that you're really stretching yourself that you wouldn't normally, and sometimes we bring back some static. So let me just clear this. And plus, the planet's been changing. There's been a lot of changes, especially from about the 19th of September onwards. There's been a lot of reflection, a lot of stuff that has been surfacing. So I'm just doing a big clearing from head to toe in your auric field. Okay, I'm calling in the violet flame of Saint Germain. And I ask to move through your records and everybody else's records that are here today, clearing, cleansing, dissolving all static distortion and interference, clearing the fear of expansion, clearing the fear of taking that next step, clearing the fear of success, clearing the fear of failure, clearing the fear of rejection, clearing the fear of judgment, clearing all limitations and all blocks to stepping into your highest potential. This is my will, and so it is. Well, now that we have cleared, let's activate. I bring in the codes to activate the crown, strengthening your connections with your higher selves, your I am presence, your guides, your angels, your own Akashic Records and Creator. I bring in the codes to activate insight, direction, and clarity down your spines. I bring in the codes to communicate clearly, the strength to be seen, to be heard. And I bring in the codes to activate the unconditional love even further. Bringing in radical self-acceptance of the power of who you are. And I bring in the codes to activate the courage and the strength to move into this next cycle of expansion, of consciousness, of spirituality, of service to humanity. And I bring in the codes of abundance and prosperity in life, in love, in business, in career, in finances, in time. And I call forward the right people, the places, and the opportunities to support. And I bring in the codes and reactivate the trust that Creator has your back, the trust in your abilities, the trust in your expansion, the trust that all will be well. And I expand these codes throughout your chakras, throughout your DNA, throughout your energetic, your mental and emotional bodies. And I align all of these bodies with your higher self, your I am presence. And I activate your highest potential version timeline. This is my will, and so it is. Take a deep breath and exhale. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for requesting that, Viviani. I think we all needed that. Thank you. Angela, glad to see you. Was my grandmother or a guide trying to send me a message in a dream this morning? If so, what? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think your grandmother is your guide. And the message that's coming through for you, Angela, is trust. I feel that you have a decision that you need to make that could be difficult, but trust that you already know the answers. Okay. Trust that you have this. Okay. It is important. You're going in the right direction. There's no wrong. Okay. Thank you. I hope that that is supportive. And Angela says, thank you, Natasha, for the 21-day releasing your limiting and negative beliefs series. And she highly recommends it to everyone. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that too. Okay. I'm sorry about all the coughing. I'm obviously clearing something. Okay, who's next? Carl. I ran into an old client who didn't pay us our fee last year. He promised to lend me by Friday, but didn't give his no. Is he again BSing me or he means it? Do my guides see me getting money this week? Okay. Carl, the probability of him paying it is pretty low. It's not to say that his intention is not to pay it. What your guides are saying is don't expect it, or you might just be nicely surprised. Okay. I do see money coming in for you this week, for sure. It's not showing me where it's coming from, but it's almost kind of like that activation that we did that Viviani asked for. That cleared quite a bit for you as well and brought in other opportunities for you to experience too. So I think that will be quite helpful for you, Carl. Okay. I hope that that is supportive for you. Okay. Let's see who is next. Sarah. Hi, Natasha. Yay, you're back. Yay, I'm back. My question is, what first steps should I take to start serving others with the abilities that I have? Big hugs and many thanks. Okay, Sarah, let's see. Okay, so the first steps is starting to share your gifts, is to actually offer out your gifts and let people know that that's what you're doing. Okay. And share it with family, share it with friends, share it with friends of friends. And that will start to build your confidence up for you. And it's going to be get to a stage if you're already doing that, that there's going to be that exchange of energy as well. that needs to be done. So it's whether you're offering insight or you have a tool that will support you, um, just start before you're ready, is what I'm getting. You will be pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, but get used to being uncomfortable because that's how you grow. That is the message for you. But just start without, you don't have to have it all figured out. Sometimes we figure it out along the way, right? So that is important for you. Okay. Um, but you're on the right path. You've already got the clients that you're here to support. You've already got contracts with them. So it's just trust, 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 and ask your guides to put the right people in your way. Call those people in because you're so ready, absolutely, to help on a different, deeper level. And I'm excited for you. This is awesome. Okay. Thank you, Sarah. Hope that's supportive. Gina, what can you tell me about my relationship with Brad? I wonder if we have been together in previous lives. Okay, Gina, let's just connect in. So absolutely you've been connected to and that's in previous lifetimes and it's quite interesting because it feels like Brad has come to help you move through some conditioning from your maternal lineage. I think he almost kind of like reminds me of your grandfather on your mother's side, kind of a thing. It feels like that energy is the what you've come to learn from that space. And yeah, it's either you coming to learn to make the changes in your relationships, but the biggest thing is to open up to receiving love as well. But it also feels like you still keep people at an arm's length because that protects you as well. So it's opening up your heart for love within yourself. It's opening up to see where you're not receiving love or where you're putting conditions on love because sometimes it feels like it can be quite restrictive. So open up to receiving, but it's a pattern of yours that you're picking up from your maternal lineage. So it's almost like see what is your mom's connection with her dad, and that might give you a clue as to what you're working through right now. Um, but Brad feels like, yeah, he feels like his. I don't see anything bad. It feels like he's a good person. But yeah, I usually very much permission based, so I'm looking at from your records. But yeah, he's come to help you release a pattern from your mother's side. Okay. I hope that that is supportive for you as well. Okay. Lindsay, hi Natasha. I would love a message. If one would like to come through about family moving forward with abundance and money, what do I need to see here? Thank you. Okay, Lindsay, let's connect in. Oh, okay. There's a vow that has been made. I don't know if you have in your lineage any kind of like nuns or priests, but there's almost kind of like a vow of scarcity. And there's also belief systems around surviving rather than thriving. That's coming in. So let me see if I can have a look at just looking at your system. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick clearing for you and for all of us, focused on you. I call on the violet flame of Saint Germain to move through the records and your physical, your etheric, your mental, and emotional being, working through the limitations, the scarcity around money, abundance, and finances. I ask to clear your bank accounts of any blocks of receiving money. I ask to clear any lack of worth or unworthiness in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. This is my will, and so it is. I also ask that all vows, promises, agreements oaths, and anything related to vow of poverty, to poverty, I ask for this to be released in all timelines, in all dimensions, and in all realities. And I bring in the light codes of abundance and prosperity, allowing it to flow through all areas of your life, throughout all timelines, throughout all dimensions, and throughout all realities. This is my will, and so it is. Take a deep breath and exhale. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. I hope that that was supportive for you. Thank you for asking for that. Okay. Jeremy, in my new position at work, a long-term opportunity is my new position at work a long-term opportunity or a warning I should be searching for other jobs? So what I'm getting for you is this is an opportunity to voice your wants, your needs, and your desires. It feels like this, Jeremy, is really a stepping stone for you. Whatever this position is has given you the new kind of like financial bracket that you've gone into, or a new position that you've gone into, so that you can use it as a stepping stone into your next space, right? So it's important for you to really see it as a stepping stone for you. And it is actually working for you in a very different way. So it's not necessarily from a space of fear, but it's almost like you're going through a process. So I wouldn't close yourself up to searching for other jobs, but when you're searching for them, you're already searching from it from a place of where you are right now. And I don't feel that the role that you've been given is the role that you were promised, and that's okay. It's a stepping stone. So you're exactly where you need to be right now for what it is. Um, but have a look to see, because I feel that there's something better for you out there. Okay. I hope that's supportive. LA. Hi, Natasha. How are you? Can I have a general reading? Thank you. Yes. Okay, you have a lot going on in your mind. You think a lot. There's a lot of options for you. They're asking you to actually slow down sometimes. You don't ask, connect into your heart. It's sometimes you think your way out of things, but sometimes it's okay to feel your way. Choose the options that bring you the most excitement. That's how you make that decision of what to do next and what is the best possible direction for you. So drop into your heart. You too much in your head. But yeah, you got a busy, busy mind. So taking time, stepping into nature, breathing, having fun. They're asking you to have fun. It's important for you to bring joy back into your life. Okay. Um, Okay, James Rogers. Hello, Natasha. Grateful for you. My son just got asked to be affiliated with the Rep B team. Van, can you please let us know if we should affiliate? Thanks. It feels pretty positive, James, but I think you need more information. I don't think they've given you all the information before you can make that decision. And I think it's because they haven't thought of everything, but that will help you to make a better decision. So ask them for more information. What does it entail? Exactly. Yeah, there's some information that is missing that you really, really need to connect into. I don't think you have all the details to be able to make that decision. I mean, I don't get any warning about it, but there has to be an awareness. So I think the intention is good, but you need to see if it fits in for you. And I don't think you have all the information. So ask more questions. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that was supportive. And I'm going to pick, let me see, one more question. The last person that we're going to do today. is okay. Zendaya, let's just see where you are there. Will I be able to travel internationally with my family in the future after I recover from the autoimmune disease? Please. I feel drawn to travel to India again, and yes. So as I'm reading that, I'm automatically getting a yes, and it will be actually important for you to travel to India because I think that there is some Ayurvedic medicine that might support you as well. But I definitely see you traveling for sure. And yeah, you'll know the things will open up when it's time to align for that as well. Um, so yeah, things are opening up for you. Oh, I still have time to do one more. This is awesome. Kirsty, I would love a message. Feeling a bit stuck emotionally and spiritually at the moment. Okay. Kirsty, you're stuck because you need to go within. It's time that you need to pivot. It's time for you to decide how is it that you're wanting to emerge right now. So it's really you're going through an exercise of going within. And remember, sometimes when we feel stuck, it's really because we've been planted and seeded, and we're deciding how are we going to emerge from this time. And that's what's important. So yeah, it's give it time. Everything is in its divine timing. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Okay, so don't you worry about that. So yeah, absolutely, you're where you need to be. Thank you all so much for today. I really, really appreciate it. Next time, the same time, same place next week. And for those that are on LinkedIn, join me because I'm going to start doing monthly masterclasses on the Akashic Records for life, for career and business. So I'll see you all very, very soon. Sending you lots of love. And thank you for being so patient with me over the last 2 weeks. It's been incredible. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.